You are live! It says while still reading, please stand by on my preview. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Chat can tell me when I'm actually live, I guess. That's what you guys are here for. Oh, my desk is a mess. Ugh. So much to do. Yeah, I'm still getting a please stand by. That sucks. The concurrent viewers just jumped up, so I don't know. There he is. Hey, hey, I'm guessing I'm live. I'm guessing I'm as live as I'm gonna get according to this browser page. I wish I had my preview showing though. Do like to see the preview. Be reassured. I'm very alive. Thanks. Let's turn that down a little. Can I refresh this page? Does that help? Play the game. You know you're looking at Photoshop, right? No video games today? I doubt. I'm only going to be streaming for about an hour, and I've got a lot of ARPG stuff I want to get done. That kind of stuff will resume once I start having, like, any time free, you know? But, like, I need to get the wheels turning properly again. Shout out to this, like, I got a whole new, like, I mean, it's not perfect at the moment because I haven't really set up the lighting in this room. It's just kind of the natural lighting from the windows, but I think it's doing an okay job. I've got a bit of a green halo, but, like, if I come over to, like, here, you can see we got, like, all, like, I painted this wall green, and I could just use that as, like, a green screen. I wanted to do, like, over in that, I can't move the webcam to show, but I wanted to do over in that corner, behind that door, and behind this door today as well, but I can't find, I like a mask for like fumes for the paint, and I have no idea where I've put it, and it's infuriating because now the masking tape is starting to peel, and I really wanted to get that done, but I can't do it until I find that, so that's a pain. So here I am today instead. Oh no, that's my old, let's go over to, no, that's that. Oh, we got all the scenes, in there. That's the monitor. That's the one we were looking for. I can't get stream chat to show up, YouTube chat to show up on Streamlabs OBS anymore. That's a pain, because that was kind of handy. But oh well. Yeah man, I painted it myself. Ask a question, Mr. Spaulding, an off-topic one. That is a question. That is an off-topic question. Right, so I was going over in my head before I started this what artwork I still need to finish. Shooting the bow and a hook shot in 4 directions. I don't think the player actually needs an animation for that. I just need the actual bits for that. Which, sure, I could try and do that today, or at least do the bits for it today. Because that doesn't even need 4 directions, actually. Not really. Thinking about it. Yeah, I think I might just get away with that. Dead, I might do like a Zelda like spin around and then just like dead frame, but I still need a dead frame. Yeah, like, I forgot to set these to unlisted, so I've just been kind of leaving them on YouTube, but people have been watching them, so I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll leave the live stream, so it's not too big of a deal. Eventually, maybe I'll start putting little intros on them and clean them up a little bit, but I can always get rid of them later. Yeah, I don't know why it says that, Adam. I think it just guesses or something if I put the stream up. But I didn't seem like I had an option anywhere to say, like, tell them when it's going to start. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyway, in the world, we've got tile decorations in general, I guess, is still a thing, but we've done, like, grass decorations and stuff. I think that's fine. I think we'll be doing that as we go. I don't think I need that listed as a reminder. Shop interior, yes, I need a shelves desk type thing. So that's done. That's the house. I mean, maybe a signpost. Rock wall, we did that. That's been done. Bush and cut bush, yeah, well, bush, grass, whatever you want to call it. It's there and it's done. Bomb flash explosion, yeah, we actually did all that. Arrow and arrow pickup, yep. Arrow itself, unsure actually. Rock and rock break, we've got rock fragments and that's good enough for me. But I could use a boulder collapse animation. The hat item, yeah, that needs doing. Cut a signpost. We've got the fragments, I'm happy with those. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a bat fly. That's easy enough, I think we'll do that still. I'm not going to do all this today, obviously, but I'm just trying to work out what still needs doing. Shopkeeper stack one direction, NPC stack NPC four directions, stack NPC four directions, same NPC. Wearing hat. Do I need two? I just need the one, really. Well, that's these, isn't it? So that's not. Yeah, those are covered there. Money icon we did. I've not updated this in forever. This is why so many of these things have already been done. Pause UI, no, not really. Dialogue UI, yes. We've got text boxes. That's all I really need for that. That's kind of all the assets left to do, I think. Which means I could form them into an actual to-do list and go down them, I guess. Should I do? Oh, I could do this, but I feel like that might take longer than an hour because I'm really slow. But I've been putting those off for ages, so I feel like maybe I should do them. Thanks, Driftwood. Your SDK folder is 290 gigabytes. SDK folder? Oh, like Android SDK? Christ, no idea, man. Does feel like you've installed every version of the Android SDK known to man or something. I've got trees in here. Do I really need trees? I'm not convinced I need trees. There's lots of little things I would like to do to make everything look better, but it's just going to make it take way too long. So I think it just needs to look functional. look all right. You know, it is me doing the artwork. You know, it's not like I have a I don't know, that's for this project. So I think that's fine. Let's now also look at the main game plan. Choppable grass is now done. That's a misleading amount of the hat grade out, but whatever. Arrows, I think we can say that's done in the sense of the entity. I suppose the arrow actually flying isn't there, but that's included in that. Hook post. You can kind of just use signpost for that, and that's just going to be an entity thing. That's a really quick thing to do anyway. Save slot persistence. These are the big ones, really. Okay, but I don't think we're going to worry about this stuff today. I think we're just going to try and clear out as many of these art things as we can. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Ray tracing for game maker. I mean, you can do that manually yourself. With 2D stuff at least, anyway. Depending what exactly you mean by ray tracing. Okay, so yeah, recently I did these. Like, well, I made that, and then I was like, that's not good enough to look next to each other, so I made these ones, and then kept these ones because they're, you know, they work too as little smaller ones, and we decorated around. I'll go place some of those about. I put some in the starting area, but the starting area is getting a bit messy and cramped, so I decided to leave that like this and clean it up a bit, move the houses down a little, put some pots in. I'm not even sure about this rock, it's a bit random, but that's fine. Do some more flowers and stuff about though, at least. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That's fine. Let's not go overboard. Some in the water there. Kind of looks alright actually though. Growing in the water. No, I'll remove them. Just keep it nice and clean. Now, if we come in here, we can put some like thingies. Ah, thingies, he says. Of course. They look a bit weird near the flowers, I don't know. This is looking alright. In theory, what we want to do is go in and paint this. This is going to be a bit tricky now we've actually placed these, but okay. It's going to be tough where we've done that, for example. We can kind of correct that. Okay. We'll move that up to here, so we'll assume that. Good music from Chill Hop today, like. Marmoset Hexels? I have not heard of it. Oh wait, maybe I have. But I've not used it, so I don't really know. The built-in editor is perfectly good. Like, I like pixel edit for certain things. Well, I could, but I mean then. Oh right, as in like place the tile down. True, but this helps me confirm that I have actually lined it up with the grid because the origin on these is centered rather than like top left. I don't really want to put it in the top left just for grid alignment. So just placing them down and putting the things on top. It's not too much work. Yeah, you could go in if you wanted to do it that way and write like something in the code of there to be like plonk a thing down underneath. But then like if I'd have placed it here and it went to put it down, it would like end up there anyway. And it might be hard for me to notice that it's out of line. What coding language is GMS2 and where can I learn it? It's GML. It's a proprietary language that's like built into GameMaker, but it's similar-ish to, well, lots of other languages really. So the thing with programming is like you learn two things when you learn programming. You learn the nuances of your particular language, but you also just learn programming globally. And there's a lot of an overlap between that and like any language you want to learn. Okay, let's just kind of run around in there. Well then go away, master. You don't have to be here, man. It's very important for you to tell me that 4 times so you paste it. What a weird existence lead. Calling a mod.
Yeah, Livestreams are boring. Me. I came here with my free time and watched the live stream. It's boring.
Like, you just go away. That's what everyone else does, you know? So normal, rational human beings. These come on, you do. Oh, this guy's streaming. Oh, is he streaming? Oh, he's just like doing some stuff with grass. Oh, that's not really very interesting. I'm gonna go do something else, and they just do it. takes a special kind of person to be like, no, I'm gonna log in, I'm gonna go into the chat, I'm gonna paste over and over, your live streams are boring, because I need him to react. I need him to validate me and my existence. I have to do something. It's fucking weird, man. You're weird. You're a weird person. Strange, man. Ugh. Sean Spalding, you're gonna use Godot. It's a very good game engine. Check my channel. Please stop telling me to check your channel, man. It's automatically hiding your comments because I think YouTube is sensing you saying stuff like check my channel, and it'll auto hide stuff like that. It's not the etiquette for streams, my boy. We're teaching people all kinds of things today. Cool, I think this looks alright. I changed like the grass fragments as well to be like non-bouncy because it was weird that they were bouncing. Oh yeah, there's a bug whenever I pick anything up I go flying, which you may have noticed. That's because what I tried to do is mark these as solid, thinking it might just be okay, and it wasn't. That's like a way to like be able to not walk through them and like have to pick them up and move them out of the way. Where do I handle colliding with solids? Maybe there's something I can do in the player for that. I know I said I was going to do pixel art today, but I've just become a bit distracted. But as long as I'm solving things, it's alright. It doesn't really matter. It's all good progress. Because the need is doing either way. I'll try and make this bigger as well, because I know it's hard for you guys to read stuff on the stream. We move around in... Right, this is the free state. We move around. Corner adjust, player collision. Hey Sean, how's it going? Not sure if you know me or not, but yeah, I'm just close to finishing Mr. Jury's, so... I remember Mr. Jury's. That's one of the games that was submitted for my thing, right? It was cool. Whoa, my chat just caught up loads. Hang on one sec. Yeah, I'd love to try and check out Godot. I just, you know, there's very rarely a space in my life where I'm just like, I'm not doing anything at the moment. Let's check out an entirely new development program. Have I made a tutorial on music and sound effects? Maybe. I've done various bits that touch on them, little bits in different ways. Might not have specifically what you're after, I'm not sure. It was just meant to be like a claw thing for an instrument, but I'm not great at pixel art, so it's the best I can do. Just popped into chat to say I helped me learn programming back in the Game Maker Pro days. Thank you. Glad I could help, Jordan. I'm glad I could help Vincent. 16 tile sets or 32? 16 is like... less work with an asterisk. But I don't know, aesthetically, which I would prefer. If you're a super good artist with loads of time, then I would totally prefer 32, I guess, generally. Yeah, Game Maker is a lot nicer to use since GMS2, I'm not gonna lie. Like, everything... Like, the UI is just a lot more slick, everything about it is a lot nicer to use. We're actually doing entity list checks for entities? That's kind of crazy, actually. Surely we just need to know if there's something, right? Because what happens if I find more than one thing and... Oh, right, because yeah, I could... Right. It's to make sure if I have two overlapping entities and only one of them is collidable, that we find that one. And yeah, okay. 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 If we have two overlapping collidable ones, so that might be a bit screwy. I don't want to move too close to it, and I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping I'd get away with it because I thought the collision point I was checking would be underneath the lifted object, and therefore it wouldn't keep moving me outside of it. So what I could do is be like, if that might work. Very little in terms of unique exists here because this is for a tutorial series. So you know, the thing intrinsic with tutorial series is I'm only ever really going to be showing people how to make what already exists. You know, and that's something people eventually need to find ways to. Whoa, okay. Not set before it. Right. Okay, that's not. I feel like it should be. Oh, are we not? Hang on. Let's just do a search for that and see how it works. It's global, right? Okay. All right. I thought it was maybe because we were doing a with or something, but no, it's just because it's a global. Might be. Yeah, so I'm not really doing anything particularly unique for this game. Well, I don't know, I guess the theming of it's kind of weird and unique. I discovered the other day as well, I was looking back, like, Heartbeast did like an ARPG thing a while ago, and he has like a very similar like fox-like character, and I'm like, oh no, are people gonna think I've just done that, which was not the goal at all. Like, I just didn't want to do a human, because one, I'm bad at drawing humans, and two, my cat Lulu is cool, and I based it on her. But I looked at that and I was like, oh man, this kind of looks a bit like I've just like ripped that off. It's not too bad though. I think he like swings a sword or something at least, I don't know. And it'll be taught in a different style and there's all that stuff as well. But it's mostly like the character similarity. It's like kind of when I was working on Pokepoke, like the Jam version, and then we decided to take it further, and then we saw Celeste, and we're like, oh, our character kind of looks exactly like that. People are just gonna think that's, oh no. So we changed the character and we changed a lot of stuff, but I'm not going in and changing the art for this. Screw it. This is a cat. This guy Nico. Lulu's meant to be a cat. But Heartbeast has done a very similar like ARPG. He did it a long time ago, I think. And he has like a fox, like an orange fox character with a which also has like a cape. I think it's like an orangey one. I think it might have like a red cape or something. And it just made me kind of like, oh no. You know? You can, in theory, can sticks. I just haven't done the animations for attacking up and down yet. I think I might try and do that today. It's already 5 o'clock. Jesus Christ. I've been a bit delayed getting started, so maybe I'll stream till 6. Let's see how we go. Spawn a slime. Anyway, what was I even doing here? I was just testing this grass and stuff. Oh yeah, fixing the rocks. So now these are solid, which is cool. So we like can't walk through them. And we can pick them up and the game doesn't break. That's good. That's kind of what we wanted. That's weird and needs fixing as well. But let's not get too goddamn distracted. I need to do stuff about walking outside of the walls and stuff and in general. My to-do list is not complete. I feel like I need like a full Trello of stuff for this, but we'll get there. We will get there and we'll keep making changes and improvements until everything is done. There's not many major things left though. There's a lot of just this stuff cleaning up to do. I tempted to redo the artwork here because I feel like the artwork out here has gotten better. Like these walls just don't feel high enough anymore, but I don't know, we'll think about it. Anywho. Like I could just like use this, I guess, and like do I just wanna I didn't realize control did that actually. I'm not even sure what that's doing, like going through a alt to zoom in less, okay. Right. Yeah, we could open with trying to do that, I guess. Cat swing. So we've got like 5-frame animation. Copy you and just bring you down here. I'm liking Chill Hop today, man. It's kicking ass. Your native language is Russian. Sometimes you use 0.75 video speed to understand me better. Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever works. I'd like someone. It'd be cool if someone got in touch about wanting to do Russian translations, actually, because I'm starting to get subtitles put on the videos. I've got a guy helping me out doing transcripts and stuff. If we could start getting some translations into other languages, that'd be really cool. But it's a tough thing because on the one hand, loads of people volunteer to do that kind of stuff, but you also, on the other hand, it feels like I should get someone to professionally do it because translation is a tricky business and it's hard to really just trust someone to get that like totally right. But I suppose the technical tutorial stuff, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Right, so we need like, is that just the straight up down face? Yeah. I think it doesn't matter too much where I stand it, as we can adjust the origin to match. So we need like one anticipation frame. So if we like bit, doesn't it? Like. It's like the body needs to like. Not a good animator, guys. This isn't too bad though. It does need to be higher. It's like one frame, this. It's not too big of an issue, but... I'll take it. Then like... This just needs to be functional. Just needs to be functional. Just doing this dumb little song. Is the cat female or is its eyes closed? How is that an or question? I'm confused. The cat is female. The eyes are closed. It's just the best way I could think to represent a cat's cute eyes at this kind of pixel density. Cat, wolf, fox, it's whatever you want. I'm sure Lulu would not mind being any of these various potential creatures. You know, there needs to be further across because the beam is going to be as well. Yeah, my face will be very pink because it's just coming off my monitor, that's why. Do I know how many episodes? Yeah, probably quite a lot at this rate. I don't know, I feel like... my guess is that it's going to end up quite similar in length to episode-wise to the platformer, but it's potentially, like, the videos themselves might be longer. I'm gonna need another layer to try and do these, like, beam cat scratches over the top. Oh, hang on. Did I just lose? No, okay. This being white is like... This is gonna look a bit weird, isn't it? Let's just draw roughly the... They don't need to look like perfect slashy things yet. Let's just get roughly where we want them to be. Let's help us visualize this. No, I think I'm gonna have to like... I could outline them, or if I need to, like, but let's just see if I can just copy this. Oh. Well, it'd help if, got the right layer. Okay, yeah, that works. Cuts out a bit of the detail, which is a pain, but that's okay as long as we preserve it. So let's paste it on this layer. So we've got to pay attention to where those dots actually are. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Because then this is going to be more like... this, right? No, I've heard this song before on here. It's a good one though. Fucking looks like some sort of RPG like battle pose. That's kind of what we're going for, I guess. We're on the right, yeah. The stuff is going correctly. There, but I know that's like slightly differently lined up, so we'll have to see how this looks in animation. Hmm? That looks alright to me, like. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. As far as my pixel art goes, like... That's right. Now we need to do up. Let's just get it all done. That's the plan, is try and just... get it all done. This one's a weird one, because, like... This will either be really easy or really hard, I'm not quite sure. So again, it's like... the cutting hand, which has been, like... And although it inverses for that, so it could be either one of them, really. In theory, it should be like this hand. Yeah, I'll make the slashes go the other way. Not too much. It's more like that, right? Because it's like the front of the paw. The back of the hand, rather. It's weird because he just looks a bit too rectangular from behind. Is the constant thing with this. It's kind of hard to really resolve that, just because of the way I've drawn him. That's alright. I think maybe, yeah, maybe his cloak needs to move. Maybe that's the idea. It's like. Yeah, if that comes with it, that might help a little. One second, I'll be right back. Blasphemous. Oh, it looks really cool. Yeah, I've only seen a little bit of it, but it looks very good. Some of my individual poses look really weird, but they look alright in motion, so... The whole thing would get pulled that way if that's coming forward, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's a bit more like it, I guess. That's a good point. We lose... That animation does the cloak kind of disappear. It does, but it's obscured by the leg is why. I just feel like we should see something go on with that. Let the cloak come out here a little or something. That makes a bit more sense. Maybe it should come out there as well, but... Yeah, I like that. Okay. Then you kind of like swap pose, right? We won't kick that all the way there yet. This will be more like this. Oh. Okay. What are we on about? Oh, Cube World. I don't know really anything about it. I feel like maybe I played a beta of it a really, really long time ago. Bigger projects too challenging, simple projects too boring to make. Just do whatever the thing is that you actually want to do, that you're excited by, and just, I don't know. It's like it's too complex. Well, the thing is, when you want to do a game and it's too complex for you to make, chances are the idea actually isn't as good as it feels in your head. 99% of like game design ideas don't survive like first contact with reality, you know? I don't know, I don't know, man. I'm like, well, I mean, I've answered this about Godot, man. Like you said this before, and I said back, you know, like, I would love to check out Godot. I have just not had a particular free spot where I've decided that, oh, now is a good time for me to check out a completely different game development software, because I've got lots of things to do. Yeah. Yeah, what Pope says, that sounds like good advice. Just keep making stuff. Keep making stuff. That's always good advice. Usually. Almost always good advice. Am I angry at you, Dennis? I don't even know who you are. Is that better or worse? I don't know. Okay, so I think I've decided that the back is actually going to be harder, but we'll... Oh well. Basically. That's fine. Oh, Christ, I need another friggin' layer. Alright, strike you underneath all this nonsense. Oh, I love those shortcuts though. Do you like those shortcuts for flipping things? What? Or it's unforgivable to me now that any art software in the universe doesn't have like a keyboard shortcut for like flipping a sprite, like horizontally or vertically. Copy, paste, left, shift F. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. I'm not going to have lined this up right, but to be fair, I didn't really work too hard on lining the other one up right. I just did what vaguely felt right. yeah, it's probably alright. Well, we can see on here, can't we? If anything, maybe it's too far over. How far is it here? Like 10 to 7, 9 to 5. Yeah, maybe it's like 1 pixel too far over. Let's do that. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. The arc of it. Let's grab you. This might be a toughie. I don't think, I mean, this basically is the same thing inverted, right? So I don't think I need to flip this one. Do I have that end in the same position? I can do. I mean, it doesn't hurt if I do. Okay, back to the cat. Basically, just need to drop that paw like a little, and then move the cloak along. I think. So random. My shading in this is so random. I just do it wherever it feels vaguely right. "12-year-old beginner programmer tutorials." Well, my point was just, you know, I don't know who you are, so how can I be angry at you? I don't know. I don't know if I forgot you or whatever. You did something. I don't know. But look on the bright side, I can't be angry with you. I have decal your sprite. Don't know what that means. The recommended specs for cube would work. Wait. The garbage can. Ouch. I'd like to make something more original, yet any ideas I come up with feel hard to tackle, but the easier projects don't feel so rewarding to complete. They've already been done better. I don't know. It's tough. I feel like just from the way you're wording these questions, you're dealing with like not really knowing what you want to do, which isn't something I can really help or anyone can really help you with. Like, you're just trying to get better, or are you wanting to actually make things, or you know, like, what's your real goal, you know? Do you know what the goal is? If not, maybe the advice is just to spend time really thinking about what it is you're trying to achieve. Game Maker Studio 2 is what I'm using to make the game. I'm currently in a thing called Pixel Edit, just for drawing and animating stuff. People come to me for advice on this kind of stuff a lot, and I feel like I try too hard to be like completely correct and end up like actually being just really unhelpful. Because I always like caveat everything to death to the point of where I've basically not told them to do anything. Just trying to take responsibility, man. Man, that all shifts at once a bit, doesn't it? I think that's okay as long as it like billows and just needs like, yeah, billow out a bit here. know why I've decided on this outline style where the cloak doesn't get... It does everywhere else. I should really do that, shouldn't I? I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, I feel like I've committed to way too big of an animation there. Like that needs to actually like finish, but it's not going to. So whatever. I was gonna say, what's going on here? Well, I've got too many frames. Maybe I just leave it at that. Because I was gonna say, like, I'm doing way too much stuff here. I've not got just the standing back frame. That's the issue there. Which obviously won't actually be there, which is I think why you mentally skipped it. Yeah, whatever. Let's not have it just below so much at the bottom there. I know it would look cool if I had time to like animate more of it. But let's just like straighten out as if it's completed that whole rigmarole. Okay, so what I've done is worse. Just do the same thing but a bit more subtle, as if it was just the wind up of that. Because it's really just, I'm not doing like a big fancy animation for it, I'm just moving it around a bit, you know? Yeah, just keep it simple. That should absolutely start overlapping this, though. It's gonna do, I think. I don't know if I like how he like steps forward actually, so I'm gonna just... It's good enough, you know? It's good enough. It's not quite as good as the other ones. I don't think it was a toughie, but it'll do. Oh, the tail doesn't move with the cloak as well. That's a bit weird. I could maybe do that. See how it looks. Right. quite right, does it? This one definitely needs to move. It'll do. Doesn't need to be good. I noticed my green screen starting to wear off because the light in the room is dying out. So it's the problem with relying on natural lighting for doing green screening stuff. It's like it obviously changes throughout the day. We'll eventually get something sorted where I properly light it if I want to do this kind of thing. But for now we can just pop back to this old setup. I could try and put the YouTube overlay on it out. I feel like every time I launch it I need to go and get a new thingy, but I'll see if it works. Does it work? No, it's not gonna work. Oh well. Oh no, it didn't work. Can I remove that cover because otherwise people start going on about it? You know, I'm just gonna put this. Oh no, not that. This one back on. Just gonna trim that down for a bit. There we go. It's fine. Now I can like cut the top of my head off, but that's whatever. It came up on the screen, but the people didn't show up. The chat didn't populate. Which is what I was after. What name is School of Programming? What do you mean? I didn't... Well, I went to university to do game design, but I didn't learn programming. I didn't do any kind of programming at university. Not as part of the any modules or anything anyway. Did some for my final year project, but not that I was taught, you know. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that with control actually and scroll through animations like that. That's quite cool. Okay, let's save that. Let's get these animations in. Yeah, we can export them with that. It's not a big deal. Export animations. Animation for cat swing up. I should do them as frames to be swing. Cat swing up. Yeah. In arts, okay, can't swing up, save. Animation, is it 2? No, 3. Obviously, really, I don't know why I thought it was 2. I think it's just layers confusing me. What am I doing? Import. Just do. Oh, where's the... Oh, it's okay. Can I, like, select all of these and do, like, this? You can. It's weird how some things you can do, like, cross-frame editing with and other things you can't. I've got to get these things in the right order now, because I don't know why it wasn't otherwise. Yeah. And we're going to have to make the other one, like, massive to accommodate for origins. Let's copy you. Right, and then up, and then that, and then down, so it's like these ones, right? What? Oh, okay, that's not how that works. We'll just do this a bit more manually, it's fine. Right, so let's grab you, copy. Right, we need to compare. Left is middle of the front toe, and then that's like dead center, right? Oh, god damn it. But those poses are different, so where is it on these? Because we just know it's going to be dead center, so that's okay. We just we'll do front first. That'll be the... Oh, I am doing front first. Where is that compared to that same place? Okay, good. Right, so let's copy this. Right, up, left, down. That looks like it's the same. So it'll be there. Okay. I'm gonna skin that. The problem is just trying to get origins and stuff in the right places, or that's the pain for this. Oh, that's annoying. I don't want to move it to there in order to change that. I just want one behind. There we go. Is that off the bottom? No, that's actually... Oh, cool. That fits. Don't have to actually resize it for that one. I feel like I might for the... Oh no, the above one might fit as well. We'll see. Right. So right fits in there, and left fits in there. Why have I got all this space? Not sure what that's about. Okay, good. We've got down, and then we just need to do up. So it's gonna guess up is like... Okay, it's exactly the same. I don't move it a pixel up or anything like that. That's good. Let's grab... Oh, I can see the green starting to fade back in. Let's see if I can fix this real quick. Welcome to my weird chroma key. The filters on here, chroma key. We apologise for this slight interruption. I can't do a pick from screen on this custom one for some reason. I don't get why OBS doesn't seem to allow that. So I've just got to like guess. Eventually, like when the lighting is consistent, this will be really easy. This is why this is only really a trial run of this stuff. close? Is it a bit more green direction? No, that's less. Less value? Yeah. That seems better. That'll do. What? Back we go. Yeah, it will be creepy. Like that's what the wall looks like because I was just painted it in green. And so I'm just experimenting with just like simple chroma key stuff. I'm here as well for streaming. It's not really even like the ideal position. Like I'd want the desk further along, but I kind of want that space of the office for other stuff. So it's mostly going to be for recording other things rather than like just live stream stuff. But I'm just playing around with it at the moment, you know. It's cool, like whoa, you know. I've got a bit like green halo effect on the go and stuff because my hair's way too fluffy for green screen, but it's working out all right. If I get the lighting set up, I reckon it'll be like pretty perfect because that paint is super good for this. Like it's really nice, consistent like color across. Green door it is. Just paint the whole door green as well. I really like the white doors against the green though. It just looks nice. Alright. Let's get this sprite finished off. So he like steps up and the middle pixel there is right, so the tail is one to the right, so it's from that blue bit of shadow next to the tail down and next to the foot is the center pixel. So that's here. I think it's there that we want. See if I can work this out again with the pink pixel. Let me just confirm. Right, it's on the black. Okay. Black middle. It's on the black. So on this one, give me that magenta. There. That's the pixel we want. That should be perfectly aligned. Oh, it's torn between that and that really, but we'll go with the weird middle one just because it means we actually get the art in without having to change the rest of it. Don't have to be perfect. That, yeah, that's okay. Cool, now he like spins in a circle doing it. Wah, 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 wah. Only the left one looks a bit weird because it's just an inverted version of the right one, but good. Save. I did not colour my hair, no. It might look weirdly green tinted because of the very rough thrown together green screen effect. Okay, so that will do that now, and now I need to update the hitbox one. How can I quickly... I'm not going to copy all of that though, is it? It's not really how it works. Yeah, see? can just redo the hitboxes, it's not that hard, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it would be nice. Give you a nice one in front. Worried about these being too precise. I like the idea of this one's not quite getting in front until this bit happens though. So you have to like wait like a frame just for that to kick in. Cool. Right, I think that should just work then, actually. I can't today, Alex, Dev. Like, getting it to work with YouTube means every stream I have to, like, go and use the API to find the thing, and it's a pain. And I was just trying this green screen thing out today, so I didn't set that up. Something looks weird about that one. Some black pixels coming out of nowhere doing a thing. Oh, it's just that white of the hand. It looks a little strange there. Because it only like appears there for like a frame. Don't think it's bad enough for me to care really though. If I wanted to, I could get rid of the... I suppose maybe, I mean, it makes the one frame look a bit weird. But if it's moving fast anyway, it kind of might work okay. Yeah, what Pope said. It's weird because it like moves out to that. Yes, looks, if anything, weirder. So. Well, need isn't really a thing, but well, I guess there's some situations where you need them to be, but like typically you do it because you don't need the variable anymore after that script, right? You're doing a variable where you're doing like an iterative thing, you need something to count something or whatever, and you just need a quick variable for something that you don't need after that particular script is finished, then you declare it as a temp one. a million and one reasons, but that's just like one of the most obvious, right? Otherwise it's just going to sit there in the memory of your game forever, and you don't need it to be, so... Yeah, this looks alright to me. Never needed to be perfect. No, I can never hit those. Okay. Happy with that. Finally did that. I've been putting that off for so long. Because I knew I wasn't going to be great at it. Not really bothered about doing a combo attack. I have a separate video that covers that, so I'm like, whatever. Roll 4 directions. Ugh. It is now 6 o'clock though, I should probably stop streaming. Which is annoying because I didn't really get many things done, but I did start the stream really late. That's okay. We got one of the ones I was most annoyed about out of the way, so I'm glad to have done that today. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here today, guys, but, I mean, if anyone's got any questions or anything before I disappear, I don't know how to do that as well, but I think I'm going to wrap up on working on that pixel stuff for today. Have I missed anything else in the chat? Is there a good reason to do sprite manipulation in Game Maker? Why not just use a sprite? Well, in theory, if Game Maker's tool can like if whenever they're the same on something, you may as well use the one in Game Maker, then you don't have to leave the ID and it's just simpler, right? In terms of does it do anything that other pixel art tools do not it has a couple of little things, little really weird niche things like draw while animating and stuff. Like you can have something animate and draw on it and create weird effects that way. Like if you do like this sort of thing. Like you can create some kind of weird niche effects and stuff. It's got some little weird unique things, just like this copy and paste thing. It annoys a lot of people, like when you copy and paste it turns into a brush, but it does have some really cool uses. There's a few other little things. Yeah, I've not really done a whole lot today anyway, Grog. I did some pixel art and stuff. Hey, Sprite can do the brush thing pretty easily, but I really wish it had the draw while animating feature. Yeah, I mean, like I do a lot of stuff just in this tool. Like color stuff can be a bit of a pain in the ass. If I want just a lot of control over what I'm doing and I want to like do tile sets especially and compare things next to one another, I really like pixel art for that, pixel edit for that. Like I like the workflow of pixel edit of splitting everything into these tiles for if I want to do an animation and like play back that animation and preview it or something. I think the way it's all just laid out is really nice, and the fact you can like very easily like just double click a tile like that and just draw on it is very like a nice way to just edit frames and things like that. It's got a lot of nice little things about it, and so I'll prefer to use this when I'm doing something a bit more in depth. How would you feel about me making a tutorial series that takes your tutorials and takes them to the next level, like my help art tutorial, for example? I mean, you're totally free to do that. That's kind of, in theory, long term of what I would do with some of those level things as I would want. Because obviously that health bar one is like ultra simple, and the thought was to, you know, make videos in future that do other stuff. But if you make them before me, I'd probably be like, hey, just go watch this. Saves me the trouble, I guess. I mean, my main thing is, like, at the moment I want to do this RPG series, get it out. But at the same time, what I also really want to do is come back and recover my early stuff. Like, I don't have like an up-to-date GMS2 basics video or anything like that. Like, I know there's the one on the Yo-Yo channel, but I'd like to have one that's good on my own channel and stuff like that, and cover some of my own basic things again. Because a lot of my really good beginner stuff is like 1.x and that kind of thing, so I kind of want to drop back down and do some of the really easy stuff again. Before, because I mean there's an endless mountain of advanced topics people want me to cover, but it's important for me that people have a good place to go to get into the software. Do I plan on making a series when the new GMS features drop? A series, not so much, but I do intend to cover those particular things. Rubius. I suppose you could call it a kind of series, but like, I'll do videos touching on those topics for sure. How can I set order of create events? For example, I have object A that has variable order set to 0 and object B that sets A's variable to 10, but when I run the code, it is still set to 0. So, I mean, you can, if I understand what you're saying, you can vary the instance creation order of instances on an instance level with this thing here. You can't see because it's literally above my head here. Instance creation order, right? This thing. You can shuffle things around the room that way, and then those things will get created before other things. It's hard for me to answer because it's hard to tell exactly what you're trying to achieve when you say that you just want to change the order of things. Like I'm not sure why you would have your things set up in that way, but it depends what you're trying to do. Manager, controller, touch would be good. Manager in what sense? Like, not sure what that means. That's the thing we look for. Good, cool, nailed it. Yeah, you can see like the stuff down there that like I was planning to like paint that corner and this corner in today, and like I've got the sockets off the wall and stuff. I just can't find my stupid mask anywhere. I kind of need it because this paint very smelly and it's not good for you to breathe in. Hi, Beanie Boy. Yeah, my main, I say it's my main priority, but I keep dipping in and out of it because there's no way to keep just working on this, because otherwise my YouTube would just go silent for months on end. And it's been close enough to that anyway, with all my house move and stuff going on, so I keep having to interrupt it with other videos, but we are getting there now. Like, to look at this, you can see there's a lot of grey on here of stuff that I've marked off as done. And there's just a few like meta situations I need to cover. I think there's a dialogue and save slots, which are not trivial, but they it won't take too much longer to get everything I want in place for this. How to organize code and systems in a better way. That's an infinite rabbit hole, man. I mean, it's also something like I'm still kind of learning about in a lot of ways, and it's hard for me to justify doing like a one-stop guide tutorial for that kind of thing. I can tell you about ideas and things I've learned that have helped me with that kind of stuff, but and I do that when I find them. Yeah, as Pope selects, as Pope says, you can use the select tool. Or if you just want to delete a ton of them, what I usually do, I don't even do that. I like just go like, I just set like a huge brush size and then just right click over everything, you know. Someone pledged $1 by Patreon. Cool, I didn't even know that thing worked on here. Thanks, Daniel. Welcome to the team. And Jack. Are those actually recent? Let me check my thing. Because sometimes those just pop in a bit weirdly. I refuse to believe that several people all just simultaneously pledged by Patreon, but maybe they did. Either way, those people pledged at some point, and that's how it came through. Yeah, I think this might be screwing up. Unless I've just got like 100 new pledges from somewhere, which I don't think is true. OBS is weird. Oh no, then again, I've just got a bunch of emails. Meet Daniel first. Either way, whether it's now or whether it was like some time ago, thank you to those people who've just decided to pledge via Patreon either at some point today or some point earlier. It doesn't come up. Streamlabs OBS, it used to come up all this stuff in like live events, but it's not, so I don't know. Don't know how that's working. Either way, I sense no stopping to that anytime soon. Thank you to all these people. I wish I knew whether or not any of this is actually live. I'm not sure. No, some of these came from ages ago. Yeah, it's screwed up. But either way, so OBS has just decided to scroll some credits of people what have pledged to me at some point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that off briefly. Yeah, that's the regular alert box that's screwing up. And I think that today is where we are going to we're going to leave everything. Well, I make an endless runner tutorial someday. I could do the thing with that is like I don't know. I mean, I know I've made like the complete platformer series and the complete RPG series, but I did those because, you know, they cover lots and lots of different systems that I know people are going to want to learn how to use, and then you can take a really broad toolkit and go away and start making your own things with it, and it can be applied in a lot of ways. The problem with doing these like little things where you do like, here's how to Flappy Bird, or here's how to make an endless runner, or, you know, a really common game type, it's like those projects are helpful, but I don't like over teaching stuff that's only really useful for one particular thing, you know. I feel like there might be a lot of that in that. I could do something like that one day if I do like a new mobile series or something like that, but given I don't make those games myself, I tend not to do tutorials on them. I tend to do videos on the stuff I know and do a lot of and like doing, because it's a nice then overlap with thing I'm interested in and thing I can teach, you know. Subjects I'm not that interested in I find hard to teach. Turn-based RPG tutorial series. I mean, in my head, turn-based stuff for me, like, feels like a really relaxing thing to try and write. Like, I had a really good time writing turn-based stuff when I did Dark Space 8 or whatever I called it. Jam entry that was like a turn-based, like, had like a turn-based battle system in it and stuff. Stuff just sort of happens in sequence and you just wait. It's great. I feel like I can keep like a really clean control over the order in which things happen when I'm doing a turn-based thing. But everyone else seems to contradict me. I feel alone in that. When people always say that like it's a huge pain for them and a really tough stumbling block. But I don't have that much. I have a bit of experience with it, but not that much experience in it, so it's hard for me to really say. Yeah, it's true. Tutorial shows, yeah. And the thing with doing tutorials for like a really well-worn genre like that, and again, like I want to stress that I think it's different to. I'll come back to that. Is with a really well-worn genre of doing like here's a tutorial on how to make this, like how to make an endless runner and how to do specific things. It's like the things that will put your game apart from other people's are the things that you've learned how to do that other people have not learned how to do, right? If there's a tutorial that's showing you how to do the thing you want to do, and you think, oh, that's great, now I can do this thing, and you do it, that's all well and good, but so can everybody else, because that tutorial is there now, right? And tutorials are not the thing to follow if you want to make your game stand out from other games of that really well-worn, very specific genre. I think it's different with platformers and RPGs, because they're so much more broad in scope and style and so on, and everyone's one of them is kind of going to be their own, you know? Less so with like smaller, simpler things. What about turn-based RPGs is travel between the battle screen and the overworld? You think so? In what sense? If battle over, stop and you know. Well, you don't even need to stop anything else from happening anyway, because it's already stopped because it's turn-based. Do a transition-y thing, and what's particularly... I'm not sure what's been that difficult about that. Anywho, I'm gonna call it that. I would do the piano thing, but it's all the way over there, and like there's all done like boxes and stuff in the way of the piano, so I can't do that. And I've said I was finishing like 100 times, so I'm gonna actually finish now. Thank you all for stopping by. Been no new video today or this week because I mean I've been painting this wall and doing a whole bunch of other things around this house. But we've done some stuff on the RPG. We've finished the choppable grass. We've done a whole bunch more art and Cody bits. And today we've gotten one of the more annoying animations out of the way. Excuse, dude. Don't even. So yeah, there's been no actual new video. Next week, God knows what might come out next week. I don't know. As I said, I kind of want to step back and maybe do some of my simpler stuff again. So you might see something like Game Maker Studio 2 Basics or Introduction to Game Maker Studio 2. You know, those kind of things rearing its head at some point. Maybe not next week, but maybe, I don't know. And I've got a load of cool suggestions from patrons because I just put out an update asking them for like some more ideas, because I know there's a bunch of them come in who've not really had chance to give ideas and those kind of things, so I've got a bunch of stuff from them. Some cool ideas for other stuff. And obviously this RPG, we're gonna crack on with it. But we're getting there. I feel like I can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel for this stupid RPG. I'm afraid I do not speak that language, Lampina Random, so I do not know what you have just asked me. If the battle screen's in a different room, you have to remember all the players' position and stuff. Oh, right, okay. So it's more like you have a general problem learning how to do persistence and stuff between rooms, rather than that being a specific turn-based battle thing. So just, that's the thing you kind of want to look at, really. Anyway, that's everything. Done. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back probably next Friday with another live stream. Videos or whatever. Follow my Patreon. You'll get updates on what's going on there. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch you later.